Okay, good morning. Nice to see you. Today's lesson we're working through CT34. We're not going to bother with the PowerPoint today. All it really mentions is that you're going to draw a house. It would take a long time if we just did it line by line. So we need to think about abstraction and decomposition. So abstraction means hiding unnecessary details to focus on the most important thing. This is an abstraction of a house. I think we're all okay with that. The fact that this is not a real house. It is just a two-dimensional representation of a house. We're hiding unnecessary detail. Thankfully, you're not expected to draw every single crack in the mortar, every single brick and every tile. We're hiding unnecessary detail to focus on the most important thing. What is the most important thing? It's a house. So then we do decomposition. So we break this down into a series of recognizable chunks because each recognizable chunk is easier to solve. So we've made a start already. We've said that there's a roof outside and we've got some coordinates on there. You have to kind of say, all right, I want a door roughly in these coordinates, which is going to be a rectangle. Remember, 0, 0 is the middle of your drawing canvas, and it goes up 200, down 200, left 200, right 200. So top left, if you're using the Create with Code canvas, will be minus 200 for X, plus 200 for Y. So you need to kind of describe the abstract shapes. Then you think about the order that you're going to do things in. So remember, you're building this up bit by bit. So anything in the background layer, like this big rectangle here, the yellow rectangle, that's going to go first. Then you draw a blue rectangle on top of it, and then you draw some lines for the windows here. You're building it up layer by layer. I would strongly recommend that you do create subprograms for each of these, because the more you use the subprograms, the easier this is for you. So let's get started. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, but let's have a look. Let's plop that over there, plop this over here. So it says, create a subprogram to draw a window. Where are we? Def draw window. Give it a sensible name. Think about what parameters it's going to need, as in where to start X and Y, maybe the width, maybe the height, and then the color. Or possibly, if all windows are the same size, we don't need to specify that. We can just say where it's going to be. And then for a window is going to be a rectangle in a particular color. So maybe define your own procedure for draw a rectangle. Say where it starts, say where it starts for Y, specify some width and height, I don't know, I'm guessing, trial and error, and give it a color, which means that you'll have to define draw rectangle and maybe set the colors for it. So the more you can break it down, decomposition, give things sensible names, the more you can reuse your code. Means the less effort you have to put in for coding, the faster it's going to be, the more readable it is, the more easy to maintain it is in the future. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to define a procedure called draw rectangle. Okay, so if I'm calling draw rectangle with an X and Y coordinate, I need parameters with X and Y. I need width, I need height, I need color. You need to put your code in to actually do the drawing. Don't forget to import the turtle module and create probably a global variable to do the drawing with. We go inside the turtle module, we create an instance of the turtle class, and make sure you have a capital T here and your parentheses, your brackets just here. Then you can do your drawing in here. Lots of you will probably do T dot forward something or other, T dot right, T dot forward something or other, T dot right. You'll do that 4 times. Think about iteration. If you're doing something 4 times, use a range. So if it's a perfect square, you can repeat it 4 times. If it's a rectangle, you'll only be able to repeat it twice, as in move across and move down. Try and make your code as efficient and reusable as possible. And if possible, once you've made a perfect representation of this house, you can extend it, add a chimney, add some clouds, add the background, whatever you want to do. Okay, do work through these stages. Don't skip ahead and jump straight in to drawing it with Turtle. I do want to see you plan out what you're going to do, where you're going to do it, and what order it's in. All right. The end of this lesson, once you've spent about an hour on it, this gets submitted onto the Algorithms and Programming 6. I'll remind people in the class at the end of the lesson, but I'm going to pause the video now. Enjoy, see how far you can get. Looking forward to seeing your responses. Make sure that you screenshot your code and a picture of the house that goes alongside it. Thank you.